Welcome to Market Masterclass on this Monday, the 20th of March. And I thought I'd do a slight diversion from the normal country economy. I thought I'd do something which has an economic base, which is a major disputed area, which could cause a lot of problems for the whole of Southeast Asia, with the involvement of the United States of America as well. And I'm talking about what's called as the Spratly Islands, which are basically in the area pretty well off the west coast of Palawan in Philippines. They are claimed, parts of them are claimed by 6 different nations. We're talking about 14 islands, islets and cays, over 100 reefs, and we're talking about the countries of Brunei, China, Malaysia, Philippines, Taiwan and Vietnam. And the area is a major economic and strategic area for 2 reasons. One is that it's been the reserves of oil, according to China's claim, is 17.7 billion tons of reserves, which makes it the 4th largest area for oil and natural gas in the world. And it's a major commercial shipping area. The part surrounding it has over half the world's supertanker tonnage traffic passing through it annually, and it's 3 times the amount of tonnage that passes through the Suez Canal. It's 5 times the tonnage that passes through the Panama Canal. So extremely important from a strategic point of view and from an economic point of view. The Vietnam have occupied 5 islands since 1973. The Philippines have occupied 3 islands since 1968. And China, with their 9-dash line, claim the entire area. So it's a major dispute. The United Nations and the UNCLOS rules have recently supported the Philippines with its claim of the Scarborough Shoal, which is just north of the Spratly Islands, off the coast of Zambales. And basically China is doing reclamations. They're reckoned to be building an airfield. They're putting military installations in some of the dredged islands, which they've been dredging since 2014. So the whole thing is a massive question mark, and the United States of America is in on the dispute because they don't want China to take over the whole area, and they have in the past supported the Philippines, since the Philippines was previously a colony of the United States of America. So a very controversial, worrying area, the Spratly Islands. Thomas Clomath from Bohol, he went around and put notices on a whole lot of islands in the Spratlys, and in 1956 it was unilaterally declared as belonging to the Philippines, and he, strangely enough, was imprisoned by Marcos for making the claim and not giving it directly to the Philippines. But then he came to an agreement with Marcos and was let out of prison, and for signing over all the islands which he'd put notices on, claiming them for himself, Marcos gave him 1 peso and then released him from prison, and they became all part of the Philippine Islands. So at all levels, a very disputed area, and something which hopefully will be resolved, but over the next 10 years will be a major concern for peace in the area of what's called the South China Sea, and the West Philippine Sea, of course, is the area that's claimed by the Philippines. So, an interesting, controversial, economic-based, unregulated, supposedly regulated area of the Spratly Islands. I hope you found that useful and interesting. Bye for now.